All right, you guys, Jocelyn McClellan here. I wanna show you such a fun look. I took this outfit and I teach you how to kind of take colors. So this is a green, so we wanna make sure that the eyes have warmth to them. So I took a warm eye and then I showed you how to do the rest of the face. Come watch this baby and learn just a bit. Check out these things. See you in a sec. All right, gorgeous. I wanna bring you an eyeshadow look today, one that you can rock with your fun clothes. So I'm wearing, it's a dress. It is a dress that I absolutely love, but it's one that also is a really good color to make your eyes pop. So find that color that makes your eyes pop, and we are going to talk about that. So I don't wanna make things too matchy-matchy, but I do want to get attention. So greens work well with like reds and warms. So if I take the green from this and I have some reds and warms in my eyes, that's gonna make everything come together really, really well. So first off is eye primer. Gonna eye primer this beast up. You can use whatever eye primer your heart desires. I'm using NYX eye primer. I have said this in lives before. If you've ever seen my lives, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, over on Facebook, Fit Mission Makeup with Jocelyn McClellan. I like this eye primer, but I don't like with having nails. I have to like dig my finger into it and it's super annoying. I don't like that part. All right, using this is called the Eyeshadow Everything brush from Maskcara Beauty. Their brushes are boss. I can't say enough. They've got a like 7, 8, I can't remember, but slew of brushes. They are so, so good. I'm gonna start off with a light color. So anytime you go into your palette, you wanna make sure that you have a good array of lighter colors with darker colors. I'm gonna start out with a lighter color right here. This one's called Rome. And I'm gonna put Rome all over my eyes to kind of set the stage. I can even put Rome up to my brow bone because it is a lighter color. The next color that I'm gonna choose more of a neutral brown for this one. It is gonna set the stage to get out of my brow bone. And I'm gonna use this color that I have that's called Oak. And Oak is just going to go into the crease, and then I'm gonna windshield wiper it onto my brow bone, which I like to call get out of the hood. So we're getting out of the hood. It's going onto the crease. I'm using the fluffy side of my brush because when you use the fluffy end versus this other end, it creates a softer look. So if you're ever like, ugh, how do I get a softer look and make it a little easier out onto this brow bone? Use that fluffier end of your brush. And then also remember to keep your eyelids down and rested as much as possible. Just like so. Okay, after that I got my just really good brown color on that's a neutral. And I want to add in a little pop. So I have this color here called Zion, and I have this color here called Kin. I also have this green, and I know I'm wearing green, but they can work too. So let me think about what I'm using. I might even add in, ooh, this color. That right there, that's the one I'm going to do next. So that color is called Foxy. And if you have a color for mascara that's called Bright Eyes, they're semi-close together. You could make the two kind of work if you don't have Foxy and you have Bright Eyes. So I'll try and name a couple colors that you can use instead. But I'm tapping, what I'm doing is I'm just going inside here and tapping Foxy all around. And I'm even going to include her in here after I get the most of it out here. So I'm getting most of her out here, and then what's ever left on my brush, I'm bringing Foxy in, okay? All right, the next color I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add this color called Lullaby. Lullaby is just a really great color for every person's eyes. It's adding that little bit of warmth and redness into it too. Not too warm. It's got a little purplish look to it, a little bit of warmth, but your Foxy is bringing in more warmth. And I'm gonna put Lullaby on the outside. Now you're seeing me just pat, okay? And see how this has a harsh line that ends here? We wanna make sure that it doesn't end that way. So I'm going to take the fluffy side of my brush and just fan that out a bit, and it's gonna get rid of that harshness. The other thing you wanna make sure to remember with your eyes is you don't ever wanna create it where it comes down low here, but then we fan it out like that. We don't want that look because it actually makes hooded eyes look like they're stronger and then come back out. So you wanna make sure that you have a good roundness effect with your eyelids rested, so you're not raised. You wanna make sure that you have a really good, that rainbow effect that goes evenly across. If you don't, fix it. So if you don't go high enough on the inside or you go out too wide on the outside, fix it, okay? So I'm just gonna put that right in there, even it out, like so. And then if I ever need to go in and just make sure I get my Foxy in there really good, I can take the fluffy end of the brush and there we go. So I'm gonna fix my lashes and make sure I like the look before I go in and line. So I have just lash extensions, so that's why I'm fixing my lashes. So I'm actually not wearing mascara right now because of the lash extensions. I'll leave them on till about November. I like to use them during the summer because we're always at the lake. It just makes my life a lot easier by using the lashes. The extensions, I don't glue any in on the daily. Okay, I'm gonna go in lastly. I'm gonna pick a color that can act as a liner, and I can even use this green right here. I can use this awesome Junior Prom. So this is called Ivy League. This is Junior Prom. This is Salem, or I can pull this darker brown, which that one's Philly. So I am going to do I'm gonna do two actually. I'm gonna take Ivy League with the green, and I'm gonna do this under lid here, just to add in this pop of color here. Right like that, okay? And I always like to start with the lower lid first, because then you build it up. If you build your outer sides down, especially the older we get, if you build them down, then your eyes are gonna look drooped, and we do not want that, okay? Then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do Junior Prom, the one that I showed you with that little darker black coloring. And see, I have a little bit of fallout, but it's okay. I'll show you what I do with the fallout. Okay, now you wanna go into your lash line. You won't see me do it so much because I do have the lash extensions, but you wanna take that Junior Prom and you wanna go into the lash line. It's called Get in the Jungle, okay? So you're gonna get in the jungle, because your lashes are like trees. You're gonna get in the jungle and you're gonna fan it back and forth, and that's gonna help fill in your lash line and not make it look like you have a thick liner. That is the key. That is the trick. We don't want thick liners. Thick liners make us look older. I should plug in that picture that I used, that I just discovered. I took screenshots from these 2 lives that I did. Here, I'll plug them in right here. I did a screenshot of these Facebook Lives, and one of them is really thick liner from 4 years ago because I was obsessed with thick liner. And the other one is not, it's just with wisping the color into the lash line. That's the difference right there, folks. That makes such a huge difference. And now your eye look, let me make sure it's balanced out. Your eye look is done, just like that. So going back to what I used, I started out with this color called Rome, and then I went to this color called Foxy. Foxy kind of stole the show for the whole entire look. And then I went to this color called Lullaby, and Lullaby was in this outer edge, outer corner. And then for my liners, I went in with Ivy League and just on the lower outer eye. And then I did Junior Prom just to kind of fill in other areas that it's needed, and on the absolute outer corner too, on bottom and top. So that's what we did. All right, you guys, so because of that, because I have this purplish warm look, I wanna make sure that I don't do things too heavy. So I do have more of a nude cheek on my face, a nude lip and cheek for my blush. And then for my lips, I actually took this, it's a warmer color, and it's that warm that like gives off, sorry, I kind of have things in different compacts, but this one is called Sandstone. And Sandstone is clearly a warmer brown, but then I took just one of my illuminators. So I took this Rose Gold illuminator that you would normally put like up in here, up in here, up in here. Oh, gonna make me lose my mind. Okay, and I actually just put on my lips over top of Sandstone. So it just neutralized that out. If you wanna have a pop, like your lip pop, then I would keep your eyeshadows more a really, really neutral eyeshadow, which you could still do with this one a lot, but I would make those tones, because you have a little hint of purple, but it's not heavy. Make your lip color so it's not super warm, because you do have that purplish lavender type look in there. I hope you like this tutorial. Let me know what you think, if this is something that you would work as well. If you have any questions or if you want me to use any key other colors, let me know. Have a good one, you guys. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Jocelyn.McClellan, and Facebook, Fit Mission Makeup with Jocelyn McClellan, Pinterest, my website. We'll link all that below. All of my videos always have information for you below, so don't forget to check that out too. Okay, take care. We'll see you. Bye.